What's up, guys? Welcome to Gamer Nation, where today we're actually going to be going over a very controversial topic to help educate and really see all sides of DRM in the next-gen consoles. And I'm not talking about... Do not be confused by the DMR from Halo. Digital rights management. Yeah, I deserve that one.
I shoot you for bad jokes.
I deserve that one. But yes, as we all know, people are still talking about it. The Xbox One has gone back on their whole DRM thing. And I want to know how we feel about that and the pros and cons of the DRM. So Inky, I know that you've been against this kind of from the beginning.
As have I. I think I've been pretty vocal with my hashtag don't buy it. In fact, I want credit for them reversing the decision. Because on one of these Gamer Nations, I said tweet hashtag don't f***ing buy it, and then they're like, Lasercorn against us. Oh no, we better shut this.
Nice to know that you're not egotistical.
Yeah, I know.
You're such a humble guy.
Yeah, me too.
Well, here's the thing. DRM's been around forever, right? Because every PC game that you've ever bought growing up had a CD key attached to it. And it's actually really hard to even install it on your friends' computers with the CD key if you already had it, because some games would be like, this CD key's already been used, and then you wouldn't even be able to install it on another computer. So I've been kind of dealing with that growing up, so it's not like a huge deal for me, but the thing is, consoles have always been like, you can take your cartridge over to your friend's place and play it there. It's never been in that space. So I think the main reason that everyone's in an uproar and people are so against it is because they're not used to it being on their consoles, because of that ability to just give the game to a friend, be like, here, buy it, or borrow it, try it out.
So, Lasercorn, do you think that it's a good idea that Microsoft has gone back on this?
I absolutely do think it's a good idea. That is the one thing that consoles had, and console gamers could say in the PC console debate is like, look, at least I could take my game, and physically give it to another person, or like buy used games or stuff like that. I don't know, it just seems stupid to enact that on consoles when I feel like, and I don't have any statistics to back this up, but I feel like consoles are already losing a lot of their base to people who are switching to PC. And it's just, that's all anecdotal, but a lot of my friends are like, why even bother with consoles? Things look better on PC. I can just click and buy it. So why take away one of the advantages you have over PC?
And all the games are cheaper.
Yeah, and all the games are cheaper. You wait for a Steam sale.
Well, I think that's
a ton of games.
That's a huge part of the DRM. That games are cheaper on Steam because they don't have to deal with competing with used games. Like if you just have to get it through this one outlet, like a developer can say, all right, yeah, you know what, we've actually made this much money back now. Go ahead, sell this game at half off, at 75% off.
And also, I mean, I think the reason that Steam sales exist a lot is because you don't have to actually make a physical copy, which costs money.
Oh, yes.
Like new games on Steam very often are like $50 instead of $60, even like brand new ones.
How about you, Jesse? What is your take on the whole DRM issue right now?
I mean, I would have to say I am also glad that, Microsoft kind of backed down and are allowing us to play used games, because, I mean, I've said it numerous times, like, gamers aren't rich. Like video games cost a lot of money these days. It's $60 just for one copy. And some of these games only have like 5 or 6 hours worth of gameplay. That's like $10 an hour of gameplay. Yeah. And so for me to be able to say, hey, Lasercorn, can I borrow your copy of this? It's just so much easier than having to be like, I have to go out and spend another $60 for a game that I don't even know if I'm gonna like.
Exactly.
And so it's very unfortunate. And then I think another reason why just the fans are in such an uproar because of this is because Microsoft was so adamant saying like, no, this is how it's going to be. There is going to be DRM and there's nothing you can do about it. And then people freak out and they're like, oh, okay, you know what? We can change it. We can change it. Everything that we just said was a total lie.
Yeah, and it feels like there was no winning for Xbox at this point in time. Like the damage was done. You go back now, it's like, oh, look at what Microsoft's doing.
I think if their response, I think if their like public relations had been better for it, then maybe it wouldn't have been a big deal, but there's that guy that was like, just deal with it.
But now I have to ask you guys, do you think we're going to see a reversal in pre-sales? Do you think more people are going to start pre-ordering the Xbox One?
I don't know about a reversal. Here's the problem is I think a lot of people already said, yeah, F it, let's just get a PS4. A lot of people, what they wanted to do was get the people who didn't have the money to, get both consoles, because now, people who are getting both consoles are getting both consoles anyway. You didn't really turn them off that much. The people who could only get one console are like, F it, I'm getting the PS4.
Yeah.
But like, we probably won't see a reversal. I'd say an increase in.
Yeah, I think it's not only just the damage is done. I think PlayStation was able to win, being able to sell it for $100 cheaper because they weren't attaching their camera, and because that, like, look at a huge market of gamers are kids. Kids aren't paying for this. Parents are paying for it.
Yeah.
If you're a parent and you don't know much about the games, you just know that your kid wants one, you see $500 or $400, both are good, you're gonna go with the cheaper one.
Yeah.
Plus the Kinect
That's true.
sucks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Watch our video trying to order a pizza.
Kinect 1 does
Xbox.
Add more items. Xbox.
What do we want?
suck. I do think that there's going to be some interesting. I think Kinect 2.0 will be completely better. And
Kinect can read your
hoping.
emotions. Kinect is always watching you.
It reads your emotions, just not where your hand is. It has no idea.
I can see into you, just not see you actually. Anyways, guys, that's all of our opinions here on Gamer Nation. Now it's time to go to your opinions in a segment we like to call Tweets from the Fans. All right, for today's Tweets from the Fan, I asked the question, now that Xbox has gone back on their DRM issue, has that changed your mind, and will you go buy an Xbox One, or are you sticking with the PS4? Okay, first up is Raven
hosted.
Raven's Archfiend, and he says, yes, because dat killer instinct. Now, I think that's actually a really good point. Like, Xbox.
He's like, I think that's a good point. Killer instinct. Obvious.
Well, no, it's because Xbox, I think, going into E3 versus PlayStation, take away the consoles, look at games. I think Xbox had a much better lineup, more exciting games to be coming out. I think a lot more potential with new franchises.
I think the new franchises, perhaps, but Titanfall is going to be on PC, so who cares?
Well, again, Xbox versus
getting it on
PlayStation,
PC.
the game. So I'm gonna take your Killer Instinct reference and kind of go with the rest of the Xbox exclusives as well.
I'm curious
I think
to
that's
see
a
how
bias,
those games look on the
Titanfall.
Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm worried because they were showing all their games on Titan PCs instead of actual Xboxes.
All right, and next up is from Mercator Craig, who says, no, I'm still getting the PS4 as the games look better. Sony listened to the fans before Microsoft and Kingdom Hearts 3.
But Kingdom Hearts 3
So
is going
just
to be on
completely
both
disagreeing
consoles.
with you in the last one.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right, Jesse.
Well, there's Killzone.
Kingdom Hearts is on all consoles. It is not an exclusive. A lot of people don't know that.
You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Killzone. You got the God, I always forget the name of this one. Surviving Against Aliens, really good game. There's 3
Resistance.
of them.
Resistance,
yeah.
Yeah.
Resistance is amazing.
But
Sony has great games.
also, when it comes, if you look at the actual tech specs of both consoles,
Aren't they identical?
No, PS4 is
PlayStation
slightly
looks
more
a little bit better
okay,
because they're actually running the 4K resolution. So I see your point there.
man.
Last we have from Barra Kit Kat Bar saying,
Where are you guys coming up with?
Yeah. What is this?
quite a few of my friends and myself have pre-ordered both. However, for multiplayer, we'll be using the Xbox.
Xbox has always had better multiplayer.
I think it remains to be
We've
seen.
seen whether
They-
or not PS4 will
They
step it up.
claim. I think I remember them claiming at their press conference or whatever that they're going to have improved multiplayer.
You
stuff,
have
so.
played The Last of Us multiplayer. How is it?
It's good. Matchmaking works
Matchmaking
flawlessly.
works.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah, it works just as well as Xbox Live,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it's interesting. And Lasercorn actually just brought up a good point. I've been playing The Last of Us online, and I haven't noticed any difference. It didn't even like hit me. I was playing on PSN. Just felt like I was playing on Xbox.
So you're able to have like a
I
party
think
and everything.
They've been
You're
working on their multiplayer.
I think honestly, it's partially the game designs. Like people haven't made like it super, accessible on that front. But yeah, PSN's been working great for Last of Us. So perhaps
Very
they're
cool.
working really hard on improving it.
Yeah, I'd like to see more.
Well, there you guys go. That's thank you for sending in your tweets for Tweets of the Fans.
And now,
there it
we
is.
go to a segment where we pit one of our gamers against another. It's a little thing we like to call PvP.
All right, guys, so today's topic is DRM on consoles or not. Mr. Ovenshire here is saying yes, there should be DRM on consoles, and Lasercorn is saying no, there should not. So, who's going to go
people's
first,
champ.
gentlemen?
Oh, I actually am confident with my argument. I'll go
Okay,
first.
ready then?
Let
And
this go first.
go.
All right, one of the big things that people aren't recognizing is the amount of money that publishers actually lose because of used game sales and people sharing games. You hear it all the time of like major publishers having to close down. Developers are going down all the time, and by allowing to have like DRM and having money actually go to the developers, they can stay in business, they'll make more money, and they can make amazing games. Stop stop buying money or buying games from GameStop and giving them money and give the developers the money instead.
Perfect. 30 seconds. Okay. Mr. Lasercorn, and go.
First of all, Microsoft has in no way stated that they're going to reduce the prices of games because of their DRM, or when they were going to have DRM. They mentioned nothing about that. So to make that assumption, I feel is foolish. Why would Microsoft?
That.
What?
I haven't said that yet.
What? You said they could okay, well, whatever. Well, so you just want to give more money to publishers? Publishers are making tons of money. They're making enough money. It's a big thing. And you don't realize it's a slippery slope. And it was a package. It's not just that you can't buy used games. It's that they want to connect you to the internet every 24 hours.
Stop.
They want to make you turn your Connect on.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
That's
so
fine.
we have 15-second rebuttals with Joshua going. Nyeh.
Okay, yes, you're right. I'm not saying that the Xbox did everything right, but I think on the DRM front, they should have kept, because even though they didn't announce it, there is a very strong possibility that people could sell or release the games for a lower price, maybe 2 weeks after the games are released. Like, that was never ruled off the table, though, never put on the table.
Okay. 15-second rebuttal from Lasercorn. Go.
So you're just saying F you, basically let's have digital rights, F you to anyone who doesn't have a solid internet connection, F you, it has to connect once every 24 hours. I'm sorry, are you overseas serving our country or something? Screw you, you can't play the games you want to play because digital rights management. Why don't you get a 360 and just play all the old games?
Stop.
It's a big middle finger from Microsoft.
Oh my God.
In my defense, there's the PS4.
Josh hates
you
the
can
truth.
buy the
He hates
PS4.
the
Buy
truth.
the PS4.
There
It's
you go.
great.
Yeah.
And it looks better.
Oh my God. All right.
Can I just say this though? Even when DRM was still around, Microsoft confirmed that their new games would be $59.99. That was something they said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but that's not saying that after 2 weeks later
Let's
it could
just
be cheaper.
give the developers
my
more
goodness.
money.
Let's everyone yell. Everyone yell.
Everyone
Oh my gosh,
yell.
that was Game Nation. Thanks for joining us
You
this
guys
week.
at home, vote.
Vote, tell us who won.
Tell us who won, and we'll see you next
Not
week.
this guy.
Maybe me.
Later.
Also, guys, go follow Jess V on Twitter at Jess V. She's doing video game stuff all over the
Yes,
internet, and you need to stay up to date to it.
JESV. Thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
that's
You're
it.
welcome.
Yeah, that's me. 1S. JESV.
See you guys.